Hi everybody, how are you doing? Just a fair warning, the next door neighbors, the baby is crying, so if you hear that in the background, I do apologize. But we will just get started with coloring. This is what my bag looks like. Take the sharpener out, put it right there. Just a frame, and then we have the orange. I sure have orange, it looks like, and then probably the magenta. Okay, so let's. Why did I do it for that one? I don't remember why, because these ones. Okay, gotcha. These are higher up, that's why these are a different color. Okay. So let's go over to here. How are you all doing today? At the time of filming this, I actually am quite flared up today. So I'm actually kind of glad. Like, I don't care about how I look on camera. It's just I might look more glossy-eyed than usual. So, nice for my face to not have to be on camera for right now. Up here. And I have another coloring book that I'm trying to use the other one that I have only for when I use it for live streams, so that this one can be for the main videos. If you've ever watched any of my coloring live streams, well, maybe just the most recent one or ones, then you know which coloring book I'm talking about. Also, I'm gonna move this over so I don't knock it out. Frame there. Oh, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, for those of y'all who live anywhere with free and public health care, man, y'all are so lucky. I tell ya. You are so lucky. There's some things I have going on, but I've had it going on for a while. I guess you could say all my chronic health issues. And it's very scary when you don't have access to good health care for free. And if you live in the United States, then I feel your pain and I am sorry. Oh, did I draw on the wrong one? Oh well. Did it on the wrong one. Let's see if I can course correct. Sorry, my brain is not very sharp today. Well, it looks more like red, but it's fine. It can just be an infected leaf. The buzzing, why must the buzzing? Why must the buzzing? Why? If you live in an apartment, do people buzz your apartment quite often? Because for me, like here, it happens every now and again. It's not super often, like it's not every day, but I definitely hear at least one person being buzzed to their apartment every day. So we're done with that row. So let's move down here now. But I'm trying to think. I think living here at this apartment, I've lived pretty much my whole life in apartments, and I'm trying to think. I believe here is where I've been buzzed the most. Maybe not though. We've had Jehovah's Witnesses and like church people show up at our place when we lived in North Dakota. So those kind of people would buzz. I feel like growing up we still had people who would try to like come to our apartment to sell us stuff. I don't think that's as much of a thing anymore. A door-to-door salesperson, is that really a thing? When's the last time you saw somebody do that? I mean, that's basically just like a Mormon. A door-to-door salesperson or a Jehovah's Witness person, but I haven't. There, not too long ago, earlier this year, that happened here, where Jehovah's, I don't know if there were Mormon missionaries, I don't know if there were Jehovah's Witnesses. I do live in Minnesota, so it would make more sense for them to be Mormon. But also, Prince lived in Minnesota, and apparently he was a Jehovah's Witness, allegedly, so I don't know. I don't know as much about Jehovah's Witnesses, but I know a lot about Mormonism, way more than I know about any other form of Christianity, actually. Even though I was a baptized Lutheran, I never was able to understand the source material. Like, I never understood what was being taught. So it never seeped into my brain, thankfully. Even though there were points where in my life where I tried to understand what was being said. But and like to try to believe it. It's not even about understanding, it's about believing in the words. And I'm somebody who has said I wouldn't have been surprised if I joined a cult at one point in my life, but for some reason, like organized religion. Sorry, you probably most definitely heard that. I don't know what that was. It's probably some like toy or something from one of the next door neighbor kids. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but I just, yep, I think I should just, I forgot this up here. Anything outside of organized religion, like that's where I feel like I would have maybe ended up in a cult. But thankfully, I have not. And because I've been so ingrained in like a lot of witchy and spiritual stuff in my life, I used to work at a holistic place. I've seen a lot of behind the scenes stuff, so I'm very cautious for a lot of spiritual stuff now. Well, all of it. Even if I believe in something, I'm still cautious. Just because it's like everybody's always trying to sell you something, even if they don't really gain anything from it, and they don't even know they're trying to sell you on something. Also, my cat is over here now, so I wonder if he'll try to come up onto here. But we shall see. Oh, I forgot this one too. I forgot the pink. Or the magenta, I should say. Okay. Oh, interesting. Sorry, let me move this. I think my cat moved it. Okay, that should be better. I'm like, why does it look so crooked? Okay. My cat is just watching. Do y'all know if your pets like ASMR? Because I have it on the TV occasionally. And he likes watching ASMR on the TV as well. I've had it on the computer before. He loves watching and listening. It usually puts him right to sleep. He'll watch until he starts closing his eyes. Trying to think, you know who he really likes? They aren't an ASMR creator, but he really likes watching Gianmarco Soresi. yeah, my cat always gets really happy and excited when Gianmarco enters the villa. No, but when he goes on the TV, he's on the TV. He loves listening to him and watching him. Of course, I think he really likes Russell as well, but Russell doesn't talk as much as Gianmarco does on the Downside podcast. I typically try not to really get into new podcasts. I got into his though partially because there's people who I stopped watching as much. So then when I have free time, I'll just put on his older podcast episodes. I still have so many left to go because he has released, him and Russell have released so many podcast episodes. They've been doing it for a while, but I feel like in terms of popularity, they've really only recently gotten as popular as they have, obviously. And they are two straight white guys, but it's a good podcast, I swear. Sometimes they have questionable guests on there that I do not like, so then I'll sometimes have to stop watching. But sometimes they have people on that I really like. But yeah, I'm the type of person who, when I work out in the morning, I don't listen to music. I watch podcasts, and I also like to watch, not just listen, even though when I'm exercising or doing something else, inevitably will happen that I won't be able to watch 24/7 or like 100% of it. But I try to watch as much of it as I can because it helps me to retain the information better when I do so. I know Shane Top from Smosh does that as well. He listens to podcasts. He doesn't really listen to music. I don't listen too much to music. But when I do, it oftentimes is the same people just because I don't listen to music all the time. Okay, we are done with this side here, or with like those lines. So let me think. we should do... What should we do for the final? Ooh, you know what? Let's do brown and mahogany red. Or mahogany brown. Whichever. My cat is also trying to play with stuff from his toy basket, so if you hear him, then that's just how it is. Let's start with this one up here. Let's go to right here. How shall we formulate? People don't like reds. I personally, or not reds, I meant to say brown, sorry. People don't like browns, but I personally do. Because I like all colors. Nowadays, I do. I really, really do. Let's fill in with the browns. See, I think browns and reds go really good together as well. Do browns and reds go together anywhere in nature? Or is it just, I'm thinking of like fashion, I guess. Like plaid or flannel with red and brown together. Do you get what I'm saying? It's almost like, yeah, like scholarly. Like, what is it called? One second. I heard my cat getting into something, but I'm not quite sure what it is. So, oh, is this the right? Where'd it go? Oh, there. Don't know what it is. I'll have to investigate further later on. Okay, but yeah, I'm thinking of, what's it called? Oh, Dark Academia. I'm thinking of Dark Academia, for sure. Even, yeah, yeah, like Dark Academia. Does that make sense? Like the reds and the browns are like, am I thinking of like those kinds of checkered vests, maybe? I'm not quite sure. Who or what popularized dark academia? Is there like literature that popularized it? I wonder how it got popularized. I don't really even honestly watch anything that is dark academia coded, not to my knowledge at least. It's more so I just like see it on Instagram and whatnot. I don't even see it anymore though, because I don't really follow those accounts. I don't have a new Instagram account, but I have, there's like one I had for like since I was in middle school, and then there's I had to make a new one. I didn't have to, but I really just wanted to. You can't mass unfollow people on Instagram, and there's a lot of people I just wanted to unfollow. There are people who followed me on that account where I'm just like, I don't want you here like following me. I think you can remove people from following you, but I'm just like, I'll just make, and I was in like a group on there, an Instagram group where I'm just like, I do not want to be a part of any of this anymore. So then I wasn't. Okay. There's some other parts to color. Should I try to just color them real quick? Not real quick, but I try not to make these videos too long for everybody, but I'll just keep at it. I don't know how much time I have, but oh well. Hi, Axel. And then everything else is mahogany. I think mahogany is a very pretty name as well. Whenever I think of the name mahogany, I think, oh my god, don't scratch too much. But I think of I think of the drag queen, Mahogany Davenport, whenever I hear the name mahogany. Mahogany Davenport, part of the Davenport family. I don't know where I think the Davenport family originated in Texas. But there's people from all over who are Davenports. Like, there's people who are Florida girls who are Davenports, I'm pretty sure. And actually, we won't be done with this when I'm done with these, because I want to color the background. So that's what I'll do to finish this off in the future video. You will do that. I've thought before, like there are quite a few established drag families. If I were to be a drag king slash queen, which drag family would I want to be a part of? And it's like, I don't really know. I think it would be nice to be a part of a drag family, but I don't know. Also, it's cool because a lot of times it's like when you think of the drag, like there's a drag matriarch, so it's like the mother. So you get the last name from the mother, which I think is cool because it flips the gender norm on its head with that. No offense to the Davenports, I would not want to be a Davenport. I don't think I would be a good fit. My personality. But that's the thing. I don't know if I'd be a good fit for anybody. Any established drag families. So I'd kind of just have to like make my own, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of people who are Sasha Colby's children, including Chapel Roan, of course. Hi, Axel. Can you please lay down for me? Okay. Let's see. Where are we at? My cat is to the left of me, enjoying the ASMR. He also likes stimulus, so he likes colors and whatnot. Almost like a toddler. As you can see, I do not care about coloring within the lines perfectly. That's not really my main focus here. Let's see, sorry, lost my train of thought. We're almost done here, so just focusing on the coloring. Must I remind you, I'm flared up today, so it is hard for me to try to be very talkative, honestly. But yeah, I think that's a lot of times how you know I'm like really flared up or something's going on, when I'm in a video and it's not a no talking video and I'm not talking very much, or it's just I'm really concentrating on the trigger. But yeah. A bit more on here. The last one is right here. I hear my cat chewing away at his food bowl. Okay, there we have it. We are all done with all that. Now we just have to paint. We have to color the background when we have the opportunity to. I hope you enjoyed this video though. You can like, subscribe, you can comment down below. If you would like to, you can become a channel member for as low as 99 cents. All of the information for that and what you get at each tier level is listed down below. Thank you so much again though for watching, and yeah, bye everybody.